Hi, I'm Kaitlin, and this is my social science project. My topic was on parenting styles and social class, and the author of the research was Annette Laraeu, and this is a picture of her right here. And of course, the author of the poster is me. So now I'm going to zoom in and go ahead and go over all of my research. This is my introduction. Annette Laraeu performed research on parenting styles and social class. Her main study was on white and African American children in a large northeastern city and the suburbs. She studied 88 families. That's a lot. Who had children in the 3rd and 4th grade. She and her helpers picked 12 different families to do a closer study on. They visited the families every day for 3 weeks. She ended up going to sports events, family reunions, grocery stores, beauty parlors, and played outside. They observed siblings fuss with each other. Quite normal. One half of the families were black, and the other half of the families were white. They were middle class, working class, and poor families. All parents wanted their children to be happy and to thrive and grow, but they all had different views on how to make that happen. The middle class family viewed their children as projects. Poor families used very scarce resources to get their kids dressed, do the laundry, go on the bus, etc. When a poor class child asked a mother to help with something, she said no, while a middle class child asked a mother for help, and that mother dropped everything and went to help that child as if she had an obligation or duty to perform. Poor class white men complained about harassment by the police, whereas middle class white men were protected in a way that no one else was. That last sentence right there I found very interesting. I never knew that middle class white men were protected in a way that no one else was. So that part of the research that I did was very interesting to me. So now I'm going to go over the theories. So social conflict theory best describes the theory that Annette Laraeu used when discovering parenting styles and social class. Social conflict theory is a Marxist-based social theory which argues that individuals and groups such as social classes within a society have differing amounts of material and non-material resources, such as wealthy versus the poor, and that the more powerful groups use their power in order to exploit groups with less power. Now I'm going to go over the research method. So here, if I can zoom in a little. Right there, that's a graph that I did, and it's race matters less than being a woman when it comes to your paycheck. So this is a graph based on white, black, Asian, and Hispanics, and men and women, and it's less than high school diploma or GED, some college associate's degree, bachelor's degree, and advanced degree. As you can see here that the white men, which is in the blue, is very high in advanced degree, and it's very low for the less than the high school diploma, which I thought was interesting. So Annette Laraeu and her research team observed 88 different families and then surveyed 12 to take a closer look. She did not use one specific research method for her study, but instead used a series of different types of methods. Because I think that is wise. I don't think that there is one specific research method that you could use to observe all these families doing this project. And then here, Laraeu writes that the working class and the middle class have very different methods of raising their children. Poor and working class parents practice what Laraeu calls accomplishment of natural growth, parenting. Their children have long periods of unstructured time where they shoot the breeze with neighbors and cousins, roam around the neighborhood, and watch TV with their large extended families. Parents give orders to their children rather than soliciting their opinions. Parents believe that they should care for their children, but kids reach adulthood naturally without too much interference from adults. In contrast, middle-class kids are driven to soccer practice and band recitals and involved in family debates at dinner time, and are told to ask their teacher why they received a B on a French exam instead of an A. They talk to their kids all the time. Even discipline becomes a matter of negotiation and bargaining between the child and the adult. Laraeu calls the style of parenting concerted cultivation. Parenting styles have a huge impact on future outcomes. She speculates that concerted cultivation creates adults who know how to challenge authority, navigate bureaucracy, and manage their time, all the skills needed to remain in the middle class. The working class kids lack that training. The middle class kids gain advantages later in life. But are they really happier than the working class and poor kids? So this is what Annette Laraeu wrote in her book, Unequal Children, or Unequal Childhood. And that's a book basically just about her entire study and what she found and interviews amongst other people. It's a really good book. You should check it out. So here is another graph that I did. And this is 1995 SAT scores versus their family incomes. And there's Pacific Islander, East, South, and Southeastern Asian, white, Mexican American, and black. And this is their total income. And this is their SAT scores. As you can see, the red is the white. And it's not as high as the East, South, and Southern Asian and Pacific Islander, which is very interesting. Because most people believe that whites are better at things, which I completely disagree. So now I'm going to go over the results of her study. So Annette Laraeu's results from the research were published in her book, Unequal Children or Unequal Childhood, which is based upon the study of 88 African American and white families to understand the impact of how social class makes a difference in family life, more specifically in the children's life. The book argues that regardless of race, social, economic class will determine how children cultivate skills that they will use in the future. When she went back to the families that were featured in her book, she realized that the majority of the poor working class participants had either dropped out of high school. Many were working in jobs that did not require a college degree and had already been working full-time for several years. She found her earlier conclusions remained true. Social class and parenting approaches significantly impacted educational and work outcomes. So my first reference I did Annette Laraeu's research on parenting styles and social class lecture video, which is actually what the teacher posted on the website. So there's my citation right here. I also used something that's called The Atlantic, and that was also more in-depth on the parenting styles and how she did the study. Then the third one is Annette Laraeu question and answers. So this is a PDF document that people had asked Annette Laraeu questions on why she did the study and other important questions. And I was able to pull out some questions and answers to put into my research when I did this poster. So I'm going to go ahead and zoom in so that you guys can see the poster. There's my results. My references are down there with the correct citations. And then I have the parenting style and social class middle with the author of the research, the author of the poster, the research method, and then I have a cute little picture of her, of Annette Laraeu. And I also have stickers that say like family, dad, mom, love. And then on this side, I have the introduction, is what I read to you guys, and then I have the theories. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it.